Number 38. If the ratio of the height of a tower and the length of the shadow is square root of 3:1, then the angle of elevation of the sun is measured what? So in this case, we are given that the height of a tower and the length of its shadow is its in ratio of square root of 3:1. Therefore, the height of tower is square root of 3 and the length of the shadow is 1. Hence, this is the angle of elevation and we need to find this. We are given the opposite of the theta and the adjacent of the theta 1. So we can use the tangent is equal to the square root of 3/1. Hence, in our calculator, if we're going to input that shape of tan is square root of 3 is equal to 60. Tan of the tan is equal to 60 degrees, then our answer is letter D. In number 40, we are given sin x is equal to 4/9, and we need to find the angle measure of this trigonometric function. Now, if we're going to input that again in our calculator, that's shift of sine, shift of sine 4/9 is equal to 26. Transfer that into degrees, that's 26. So therefore, our answer is letter C, 26 degrees. Let's move on to some open-ended questions in our final exam. Here the question, Thomas stood 20 meters from the base of a tree. So if this is Thomas, which stood from the tree at the base of the tree 12 meters away, he used a clinometer to sight the top of the tree. So this is Thomas sighting top of the tree, the angle of elevation. So this is the angle formed from his line of sight to the top is 70 degrees. Thomas held the clinometer 2.2 meter above the ground. So this is the height. Determine the height of the tree. So this is the ask. In order to find the height of the tree, we need to find this height first. How? Since we are given that this is a 70 degrees angle of elevation, then it means that we are given the adjacent and we have unknown the opposite. So we can use the tangent 70 degrees x over 12 meters. Then cross multiply, that's equivalent to 32.96 something. This is not yet the final answer because we have to add it so that we can find the height of the tower. Therefore, that's equivalent to 35.17 meter or 35.2 meters. Hence, the height of the tree in the nearest tenth of meter is 35.2. Number 38. If the ratio of the height of a tower and the length of the shadow is square root of 3:1, then the angle of elevation of the sun is measured what? So in this case, we are given that the height of a tower and the length of its shadow is its in ratio of square root of 3:1. Therefore, the height of tower is square root of 3 and the length of the shadow is 1. Hence, this is the angle of elevation and we need to find this. We are given the opposite of the theta and the adjacent of the theta 1. So we can use the tangent is equal to the square root of 3/1. Hence, in our calculator, if we're going to input that shape of tan is square root of 3 is equal to 60. Tan of the tan is equal to 60 degrees, then our answer is letter D. Number 39. In 39, The angle of depression of the top and bottom of a 20-meter building from the top of a multi-storied building are 30 degrees and 60 respectively. The height of the multi-storied building and the distance between the building in meters is what? So in this case, again, we need the angle of depression. So angle of depression from the top of a 20-meter building. This is a multi-storied building, and this is the building, another building. So angle of depression from the top is 30 degrees, and the angle of depression from to the bottom is 60 degrees. The height of the multi-storied building, this one is 20 meter. This is the given. So we need to find the distance between the two buildings. So this is the unknown. We need to find this. But before we need to find that, we should first calculate this one so we can use this. Now, since we are given 30 degrees, corresponding sides is 30, 60 is to 60, then we can use the opposite over the hypotenuse. The opposite here is 20 degrees here, and our hypotenuse is not given.